Hey coin collectors and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel, and today we're doing the 48th state that entered the Union, the state of Arizona, which entered the Union in 1912, and we see the back of the coin here, the so-called state side of the coin, the front of the coin here. And let's talk about where Arizona was in terms of the United States State Quarter Series. So they did 50 state quarters between 1999 and 2008, and Arizona was the 48th. Only two to go, Alaska and Hawaii. So in 1999, they started with Delaware, the first state, and then they finished with Hawaii, the last state, in 2008. After that, they did do 6 coins from District of Columbia and the territories, the American territories or commonwealths, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Northern Mariana Islands in 2009. And then in 2010, they started the America the Beautiful series. So let's take a look at them. So in 2008, we had Oklahoma, we had New Mexico, then came Arizona, then Alaska, and then Hawaii was the last of the 50 states. And we'll get to Alaska and Hawaii in our next videos on the State Quarter series. But first, let's look at this Arizona one here. And you can see that it's pretty detailed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually turn it over, talk about the front, talk about the different coins that are in the Arizona set. You can see over here it says United States of America, In God We Trust, Liberty here, P here for Philadelphia, and then down here it says $quarter, and then way down at the bottom you'll see that there are 2 initials, a JF and a WC, and that's for John Flanagan and William Cousins. John Flanagan engraved the original one, and William Cousins did some touch up and got the new words on the front. So that's why we have 2 initials on there rather than just John Flanagan's. So how many did they make? Well, at the Philadelphia Mint, they made 245 million of these. In an MS-65, this is worth about $5. So in really good shape, it's worth $5. These are not hugely valuable coins. They came out in a number of different varieties. They also came out at the Denver and the San Francisco mints. So let's take a look at there's actually 4 of those, but we're going to look at 3. So here's the actual Philadelphia mint. This is so-called satin finish. When you buy the uncirculated mint sets from the United States, 2005 on, you get these satin finish coins. So they only made 745,000 of these. This is worth minimum of $1.50, but in an MS-65 it's worth about $5, $4.50 to $5, and this one is just a really, really nice coin. But remember, it's not a circulating coin. So if you get a circulating coin, it won't have this kind of finish on it. We also have that satin finish coin from the Denver mission, and then of course 745,000 of the satin finish coins. And then finally, at the San Francisco Mint, they made them in 2 different varieties. They made 2.1 million of these clad coins, or the copper nickel clad copper, and they made 1.2 million of the 90% silver coins. And the silver coins are worth probably at Proof 65 about $8 or $9. The clad coins from the San Francisco Mint, because they're all so good and because it's easier to get the high level coins, even an MS-70 for these, they're worth $2 to $3 at MS-65. But they are beautiful coins. When we look at the back, let's look at this one because you'll notice that it has a different kind of finish on the back too. So let's see, right there. So at the top it says Arizona, and of course Arizona joined the Union in 1912. There wasn't another state that joined the Union for 47 years, and that was when Alaska became a state. And then from 1959 until the present day, we have not had any states either. We see the sun coming up over the Grand Canyon. This is a really, really complex design because what they wanted to do was put the Grand Canyon in, but they also wanted to put the rest of Arizona in. So this is a saguaro cactus, and they don't grow in the Grand Canyon because Grand Canyon is pretty high up and just a different kind of environment. But down in the deserts in the rolling plains kind of Arizona. We get these cacti and other plants. This is a Joseph F. Mena, so we have the JFM. Sometimes Joseph F. Mena has the JM, and sometimes he has a JFM. In this one, it's the JFM. It says 2008 in E Pluribus Unum. Some of you may know about the error coin, and that came from the Philadelphia Mint. And what they did was, so let's find a Philadelphia Mint one here. What they did was the bottom of this cactus actually had an extra line on it. They call it a die crack, and it covered up some of Joseph F. Mena's initials. It actually covered up the J, I believe the J, and in most of the F. So a die crack came down here. So look for those. If you're looking for the Philly, look for those on the back of the Philly, but it'll only be on the Philly. It won't be on the other one. So here's another used Philly. And we'll see that this one, no, it looks like it might, but it doesn't really. It just has kind of some junk in there. So this is not one either. All right. Well, so if you're looking for these coins, they're great coins. They're not going to be hugely valuable unless you either get the die crack era or you get the silver coin. And of course, the silver coin is going to cost you enough. So even though it's worth $8.50, you might have to pay $5 or $6 for it. So that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.